Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Generic Football League. We welcome you live here to the Coliseum for another matchup here in the Western Conference as the Pacific Dragons take on the Central Trojans. We are getting things started here as the Pacific Dragons will be on offense here. And the Dragons, of course, are defending honorable champions coming into this season. They were not able to win the rematch against the Spaceport Rockets. And the Central Trojans, they got a impressive win to start the season last week. They're going to be looking to continue that streak now here at home. And first down, Dragons, they're starting with a big run from Wiley, almost getting to the 50 on the first play of the game from scrimmage. First down now for the Dragons. And Roel will go out left side again. Pass is caught. Stopped just short of the marker. Second down. Second and 1. Up the middle. It's Wiley with a big run. Still going. No, that one actually Morris getting the ball there. And the Dragons really using the ground game here at the start of this one. First down here. They go back to the ground game again. And Wiley stopped just short. It's second and inches. Second down, ground game. Morris just across the marker. It's first down. First down, Dragons. Well, gonna keep it himself. He'll try and run it, and he's stopped in the backfield. Trojans defense was ready for it. Second and 13. And back to the ground game again, cutting outside. And gonna get the yards they lost and more. Third and 7. Third down. Roel in the pocket, looking. Roel's going to try and take it himself. And only going to get 2 after running it. Fourth down, field goal unit on the field. And the kick is no good. They miss it. Here's our matchup to watch here for the Trojans offense and Dragons defense. After the missed field goal, Trojans with a chance to take the lead. First down here, and that pass going nowhere, incomplete. Second and 10. Bailey here, quarterback here for the Trojans. Second down. They go ground game with Lakes. And Lakes back to the line of scrimmage, but nothing more. Third down. Third and inches. No, third and 10, I should say. Bailey sends this one up left side. Pass is incomplete. Fourth and 10. And the Trojans will punt this one away. And here's the punt. This one will be returned here by the Dragons. Getting just past the 40. First down here for the Dragons. They're going to start with the ground game, trying to cut outside on the right, and they go backwards. Second and 13. Second and 13. They go screen here to the left, and again, going backwards. Third and 14 here for the Dragons. They're down. Roel in the pocket. Pressured. Got it out, but not able to be caught. It's 4th down. They got to punt it back. And fair catch signaled for the Trojans. First down now for the Trojans. Play action. Bailey keeps it. Bailey is sacked at the 5. Wheaton with the sack. Second and 19 for the Trojans. And oh, Bailey tried to keep it for play action. He's sacked at the 1, and we got an injury timeout, and Bailey himself getting injured. 3rd and 23 at the 1. Backup quarterback in for the Trojans. The Dragons defense has been swarming the offense here. They run it with Lakes, and Lakes getting out of the end zone at least, so no safety. 4th and 19, we're going to have to see a punt. And this one will be returned here by the Dragons. Going to get into Trojan territory on the punt. First down, Dragons. Roel keeps it on play action, and he's sacked at midfield. Gentry with the sack. Second and 15 for the Dragons. Play action. Roel down the middle. It's caught. That's going to be a first down and more for the Dragons. First down for the Dragons. Roel outright. It's caught. Getting it out of bounds. Gain of 7. Second and 3. Roel is going to toss it out to Wiley last second, and that's a first down. End of the first quarter, and we're all tied at 0. In the red zone, first down Dragons to start the second quarter. Roel going to try the spread option again. And going backwards, losing 2 on the play, second and 12. Second down, Roel. Going to go down the middle, pass broken up and incomplete, 3rd and 12. Empty backfield here on 3rd down. Roel in the pockets. Here comes the pressure down the middle. It's caught. And Morris stopped. It's 4th and 5. Field goal unit on the field. We're going to finally get points on the board. And the kick is good. 3-0. There we go. Here's the kick. And return now for the Trojans. Here we go. First down for the Trojans. And they're going to start the pass out right to Bailey. No, to Lakes. I believe Bailey might be back in at quarterback here for the Trojans. 2nd and 6 here for the Trojans. Another quick one down the middle to Lakes. Lakes has the first down and more. Lakes gonna get past the 50, past the 40, still going. Pushed out of bounds around the 30. Marked out at the 32. First down Trojans. Play action here. Back down the middle again to Lakes. And Lakes fighting across, gets the first down. Bowers in the quarterback right now still for the Trojans. Bailey not back in yet. First down. Here's Bowers facing pressure and sacked. Down goes Bowers. Robertson getting the sack there. Second and 15 for the Trojans. Bowers in the pocket. Bowers down the middle, back to Lakes. And Lakes only going to get a yard, 3rd down. Third and 14. Down the middle again for Bowers. It's caught. That's a first down. First and goal. They try and run it with a Lakes. He will lose a yard. 2nd down. Second and goal, left side, it's caught, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Central Trojans. Saxon into the end zone there. And the extra point is good, 7-3. And here we go, here's the kick and return now for the Dragons. They're going to need to respond here to from that touchdown drive from the Trojans. First down Dragons. Roel going to keep it on the read option. Roel stopped a yard short of the first down. Second and 1. Running it again is Roel, and he's got the first down. First down Dragons. We go to 2-minute warning. First and 10, out right side from Roel is caught. Going to be a gain of 6. Second and 4. Roel out left. Pass is caught. That's a first down. First down for the Dragons. Gonna run it. Is Roel again on read option and only get 2, 2nd and 8. Second down, quick pass out again is caught. Timeout Dragons. 3rd and 2. Third down, Roel keeps it in the read option. He's got the first down and a little bit more. First down Dragons. Screen out left. It's caught. First down and more. Still going. Inside the red zone. Inside the 10. Inside the 5. Stop. Short of the end zone. Timeout is taken by the Trojans. Now at the 3. First and goal. First and goal. Screen out right. Caught. And stopped short. Second and goal at the 1. Second and goal. Roel trying to take it in himself. Gets across. Touchdown, Pacific Dragons. Roel, he is using his legs a lot this game. And getting across the goal line there for the first Dragons touchdown of the game. Extra point is good, 10-7. Here we go. Here's the kick and return here for the Trojans. Less than a minute to go. Trojans have 1 timeout remaining. We'll see if they are able to maybe tie this game up here with a minute to go. The first down, Lakes is going to get the ball here. Lakes will go out of bounds after gaining 5 on the run. Second down. Second and 5. Play action down the middle is caught. Flag on the play. And this one looks like it's going to be on the Trojans. And it will be. So that first down's coming back. Second and 5. Second down, they run him with Lakes. He gets nothing. Dragons will take a timeout. They're going to try and preserve as much clock as they can for themselves. Not a bad idea. 3rd and 9. They're down Trojans. This one out left side to Lakes. And Lakes forced out of bounds again. 4th and 5. No, 4th and 4. Then Trojans will punt this one away here. Not what the Trojans were hoping for. Now the Dragons with 1 timeout. 36 seconds. They're going to try and get to field goal range or better. First down here. They go quick pass out left. It's caught. Forced out of bounds after getting 7. Second and 3. Second and 3. Well, going out right. This one caught. They got the first down. In hurry up. Clock ticking. And Dragons will take that 3rd and final timeout. First down here for the Dragons. Roel going out left. This one caught and only going to get 1 on the play. Second and 9. Are the Dragons going to have time? They get a playoff here. Roel in the pocket. Roel looking. Goes out left. Throwaway ball incomplete. 3rd and 9. Third and 9. This will be the end of the half. Roel sending it up deep, right side. Gonna get to the end zone. Incomplete. 4th and 9. We go to halftime. So here at halftime, Dragons lead 10-7. Here we go. Second half underway here. Trojans will start with the ball. First down here for the Trojans. Running up the middle is Lakes, and Lakes has a big first down and more. First down here for the Trojans. Play action here. That one down the left side is caught. First down for the Trojans. I believe Bowers still in at quarterback for the Trojans. On first down, and we'll go towards the middle. Pass is broken up and incomplete. 2nd and 10. Second and 10. Read option here. And Bowers keeps it. I'm going to get 6. 3rd down. Third and 14. Bowers down the middle. Caught. First down. First down here, gonna run it with the Lakes. He's going backwards, losing 2. Second and 12. And Bowers gonna get sacked. 3rd and 18 now for the Trojans. Winfield the 3rd with a sack there. Third and 18. Here's Bowers facing pressure and sacked again. 4th down and 25. Fourth and 25, and the Trojans are going to have to punt this one away. And this one going to sail out of bounds. First down here for the Dragons. Going to run it, gets 4. 2nd down. Second and 6. So run with Wiley. Wiley just stopped short, but Francis injured for the Trojans on the play. Third and 1. They're going to run it here. And no, Wiley not able to get to the marker. It's 4th down. They got to punt it away. Fourth and 1 here. The Trojans take it off the punt return. Stop at the 29. First down here for the Trojans. Lakes running it here. Lakes fighting for that marker. Stopped just short. 2nd and 1. Second and 1. Running again with Lakes. Got the first down. First down, Trojans. Bowers down the middle. It's caught. Gain of 5. 2nd down. Second and 5. Lakes again. And he stopped right at the middle. Well, right at the line. 3rd down. 3rd and 5. Bowers looking right side. It is caught, and that's a first down. We go first down for the Trojans. Running it and only going to get 2 on the play. 2nd and 8. Bowers going out right. This one is caught. Going to be a first down for the Trojans. First down here for the Trojans. Play action here. Bowers fires right. Has his man. It's caught. That's a first down. And Bowers since stepping in. He's done a good job for the Trojans. He's kept them in this game. Looking to get back in the end zone. Lakes hit immediately after getting the ball. Had no chance. 2nd and 14. Bowers down the middle. Caught. Now it's 3rd and 16. No, 3rd and 6, I should say. Third down. Bowers moving around. Bowers running and stopped. Only going to get one. 4th and 5. And the Trojans to tie the game. It's up and good. We're tied at 10 apiece. Here we go. Here's the kick and return for the Dragons. We're all tied at 10. That will end the 3rd quarter. It is 10 all. Here we go. First down for the Dragons to start the 4th. Roel going to go left here. This one incomplete. 2nd down. Second and 10. Play action. Roel takes it left side. This one caught. First down, Dragons. First down now for the Dragons. They're going to try and run it with Wiley, and Wiley's going backwards, losing 4. 2nd down. Second and 14. Roel down the middle. It's caught. That's a first down. First down, play action here. You're going to get a gain of 3 on the play. 2nd and 7 for the Dragons. Second and 7, outright. It's caught and stopped just short. 3rd and inches. Third and inches. Roel goes right. This one off target. 4th and inches. Do they go for it? No. They go for the field goal to take back the lead. And this one is good. 13-10. We go. Here's the kick and return now for the Trojans. First and 10 here. Trojans run it with Lakes. He gets 5. 2nd down. Second and 5 here. So now left side from Bowers, incomplete. 3rd and 5. They're down. Bowers. He's just going to shovel pass it down the middle. And now 4th and 2, and they're going to punt it back. Interesting decision making from the Trojans right there, to say the least. First down now for the Dragons. First down. They're running with Wiley, and Wiley is gonna look like he might have got to the first down there. Trojans take a timeout, and it is first down for the Dragons. First down, Roel gonna go left side here. Pass is caught. Leon with the grabs. Another timeout taken by the Trojans. Second and 6. Roel is going to try and run it himself. And he might have got back to the line there. Third and final timeout called by the Trojans. 3rd and 7. They're down. Roel down the middle. Pass is caught. First down and more for the Dragons. Still going. And they won't catch him. Touchdown, Pacific Dragons. Leon taking it all the way to the end zone there. We have a 2-possession game. Extra point attempt is good. 20-10. Here we go. Here's the kick and return now for the Trojans. Stop just short of their own 20. Down by 10. 2:24 to go. They don't have timeouts. They used all of them already. First down, Bowers down the middle. It's caught. Gain of 8, second down. Second and 2. Bowers down the middle again. That's a first down and more for the Trojans. Going to get past their own 40. First down now for the Trojans. Bowers with pressure, and he's sacked, losing 8. Second and 18 for the Trojans. Winfield to 30, got another sack there. Second and 18, down the middle from Bowers is caught. And way short of the marker, 3rd and 4. Third down for the Trojans. Bowers down the middle, it's caught, that's a first down. First down. Bowers down the middle, caught, gain of 3, 2nd and 7. Clock is ticking. Second and 7 here. Bowers down the middle, caught. First down, Trojans. Spike it. Now it's 2nd down for the Trojans. Bowers in the pocket. Bowers out left. It's caught. And it'll be another first down for the Trojans. Clock will stop for a little bit. And they They spike it again, 34 seconds. They're in the red zone. Second and 10. Bowers down the middle. Pass caught. Gain of 5. Third down. Are they going to spot? No, they're going to have to go for it. They're running out of time. 3rd and 5. Bowers in the pocket. Bowers running around. Fires that one out of the back of the end zone. 4th and 5. Fourth and 5. Game on the line. Bowers down the middle. Caught. First down. It is 1st and goal. 12 seconds. Clock ticking. They got to do something. They got to get set. It's 1st and goal. Bowers needs to get this one off to have time. He's going to run it himself up the middle. He's got it. Touchdown. Central Trojans. And they've given themselves a slim chance. 3 seconds to go. Extra point attempt. And it's up and good. Onside attempt here, and this one is going to be recovered by the Trojans. They have a slim chance here. You're going to have to get this ball off to the end zone. It's all going to come down to this. Bowers, final play of the game, sends this one up for the end zone. It's going to be swatted on the ground, and the Pacific Dragons survive here on the road. And Roel, player of the game for the Dragons. That one too close for comfort. Very close game, but the Dragons get the win here on the road to the Trojans. That'll be their first loss of the season. Dragons getting their first win. Folks, I think that is where we'll wrap this one up from the Coliseum. Our final score, Pacific Dragons 20, Central Trojans 17. Half of the Generic Football League, I'm the Cowboy Crab, saying so long, everybody.